the HR sitting in there right now. Got the motor mounts on. For some of you who say the motor mounts need to be changed, they don't. All of them, they're tied up. I just need to put the transmission one on. Since this is the Nismo Trans, it bolted right up. The Nismo comes with like it's a different motor mount. It's way different. It's for the 370Z type body. You got to take your transmission off of your 03 to 06 transmissions, or the JK41B, which is 08 to 09, and you need to use those transmission mounts because they're totally different. Got it sat down. There's a jack holding the transmission right now. Yeah, I know I have a shop. I mean, I already had sat it down over there, but moved it over here. We had work. Pretty much that's about it. Just about wiring. But yeah, other than that, everything should be plug and play when it comes to steering. And the AC I'm not going to be running for now, but everything's pretty much plugged up. Got my cats in, well, my headers. I'm going to put my cats, and I'll get back to y'all after I am done. All right, so right now I'm just wrapping up everything, putting the hoist away and everything. There we go. HR swapped. I haven't tested it yet. I'm still making, you got to make a, I know it looks ugly, but an evap line. I've got the hood, everything looks nice and snug. Trans is in there. Let me show you that. See right there. And I'll get back with y'all tomorrow. There y'all. Pretty much most of the shit, the transmission, everything is connected. Go ahead and take this out from here. I still need to tighten the exhaust a little bit. Just put this to the side. I need to wait for the other steering pump to come in because that pulley's from the DE. So we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna start it. This isn't the first start, by the way. I've started it already before, so let me go ahead and to show you how this works. Everything works. As you can see, I still need to connect my gauges. When they're connected, I need to get a normal pressure sensor. See, everything works. I'll get back to you after I'm done. Back again. Right now I'm under the car and draining the transmission. I'm gonna put new fluid in. So pretty much I got my old drivetrain on. Everything is connected. Here's the trans, my Burke high flow cats. My O2s are already connected. Just need to fix all this fucking wiring. I still need to tighten up this one right here. It's still wiggling. This one should be tight. Gotta get my Y pipe on. Everything is already on. And I'll get back to you after I'm done draining this. Or filling it too. So I got the transmission topped off the fluid. Drive shaft is on. And now I'm up on the front. So earlier, whenever we were getting the car to the pit, fucking harness got stuck to the wheel well because I did that harness tuck through that little hole from when you take off the fender. So it's not gonna be running here anymore. Since I have the starter wire and the alternator wire running over here for the battery. Yeah, it ran over a couple of wires and fucked most of them up. So it fucked over the airbag one and another sensor. I don't know what it's for, but it connects to this white and green and yellow and yellow and green and white and green. But the others are for the, I know one's for the condenser, the little sensor that's over here. The rest are for the horn. And then it didn't mess up any other one. This is for the fans, and this is for the headlight, and then the reservoir that goes here for the windshield washer. But other than that, I'm waiting for either another steering pump to come in or the other pulley because this pulley is from DE motor. So he sent me the wrong power steering pump. But other than that, everything's good. I switched out a couple of these pulleys. This is a new one. This is a new one. This is new. It's because before something was shaking very bad. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna switch those two pulleys and get a new power steering wheel. because the other power steering one I had was bent. So, because this motor's from a friend in collision. But other than that, I already made the PCV for the brake booster. We gotta just fix that, make it look better. Back here, this is for the PCV delete. That runs all the way over here when I use a filter. The bottom one is for that water outlets to keep these cool, which is kind of dumb, which I'm gonna be deleting them later on along the way. And then pretty much that's about it. This is for the power steering cooler. I just gotta wait for that one pulley to come in, start putting my timing back on. Then I can start putting my front end back on. Right now, I'm gonna have to bleed the clutch. And then after that, I'm gonna try to move the car. So just drive it around and see how it goes. I'm just gonna drive it like right here, back and forth. And then I gotta, of course, get new lines because they're already all fucking bent. I know you have to switch out the pressure line for the AC, so. And I'm already gonna get a new AC compressor because this one came off a G35. And they were telling me it's not going to work with the 350Z chassis. Other than that, the motor starts up just fine. No problem. Cranks up the first try. So it's all about just putting everything back together at this point. I got pretty much all the hard stuff just knocked out the way. So there you go. HR to D chassis swap. I'm gonna get more into detail with it. Right now, I'm just showing y'all some of the procedures, what it takes. So pretty much you don't got to switch out the motor mounts. You don't got to switch. The only mount you have to switch out from when you're putting the, well, the transmission was from a Nismo 370Z. So the mount was just way different. I don't know where I put the mount at, but yeah, I lost it. But it's a different mount. You can look it up. So what you got to do is you got to take it the mount off of the transmission that comes in these. So the only transmissions that come in these models, which is from the 03 to 06, which is the FS6 manual 6-speed transmission. Also comes on the Rev Up, which Rev Up is only in production for 06 models. Then 07 to 08 HR models, which is the JK41B. That's 07 to 08. You can get the mount from any of those. You just cannot get it from a 370. That's the only mount that you have to switch. Other than that, everything else will bolt right up. The harness, you got to get it custom made too for this to actually work, which all my gauges work and everything. There's other people who can do it for cheaper, but your gauges are not going to work. For example, some of the gauges for like the gas gauge, how fast you're going, the oil pressure sensor, and stuff like that. It's not gonna work. So I went with Eric at Guilty Garage. He's the one who made my harness. Made this harness work on this car. So it's just a custom harness. He got me my tuned ECU, NATS delete, and everything. And he's also gonna be making me some long tube intakes too. So I got the core support for the HR, and then I just gotta make a hole for the other intake, and that's about it. But for now, I'm gonna be running the short ram intakes. That's about it. So, and it's just wire tucked on the sides. Anyone can do this, but they were telling me that a certain wire is not gonna be able to fit here anymore because of it's back here. It's a wire that comes from when your hood is opening and closing. So this sets off the alarm when someone's messing with your hood. That's just the only bad thing, but I'm gonna find a way to make that work. I can always splice it. I've been having to splice a couple of things there, and then I have to splice over here because right here I just made it longer because I kind of fucked up. And that's about it. And here you have it. And yes, the 370Z transmissions will bolt up to the HR block, because the HR is the same block as the VHR block. So it will bolt right up. And other than that, there we go. So I'm gonna get back to you guys after I'm done with pretty much solving this out, this issue that I have here from when I was pulling the car that stuck to the wheel. And I'll get back to you guys after I bleed the clutch. If not, then I'll just go ahead and upload this video as a part 2. But I got everything installed pretty much. Just need to put my light pipe on, Then later along the way, I'm gonna get a Tome exhaust Tome. But I'm also gonna put a list of what I have done to it. Mainly just cooling stuff. So it has like new water outlet gaskets, Mishimoto thermostats. I heat wrapped this and cleaned it. This I spray painted and cleaned it. There was a lot of rust along it. So new valve covers, gaskets, header gaskets, headers are wrapped. It's a couple of other things. It's just a bunch of gaskets, and you know I didn't want to throw the motor in there and then something ends up leaking or something. I just didn't want to deal with that. So I'll get back to you guys. As you can see, it's in a different spot. I'm gonna go ahead and start it. Show it to you guys. It moves.